Hello there, this is Jesse Coffee, and these are my this is my a video where I show my Alliance, Atlantis, and Entertainment 1 VHS DVD collection. I only have DVDs from eOne, but I have VHS tapes and DVDs from Alliance / Alliance Atlantis. They were the same company. I'm going to begin with my VHS tapes that I have from Alliance, beginning with Clerks, which apparently was a Hollywood Video rental. This is a tape from 1995. It's a Miramax film, and this tape is actually copy protected, so I can't do the opening to it, but I will defer you to Rye's Classic Commercial Hunt for that, because the opening to this and his copy is pretty much identical. It's got the Hollywood Video end label. Then I have Babar, King of the Elephants, direct from theatrical release. Long Live Happiness. I'm assuming that this got a theatrical release in Canada, but it didn't get a release in theaters here in the US. It just went right to video here. It's got the proof of purchase tab up there. Here's the tape itself. Got some printings at the bottom and some stickers. Next tape is Tumbleweeds. They ran away from everything but each other. It's got a Jamie Tier and a Golden Globe for Best Actress. This is a tape from 2000, I think, yeah. We'll do the opening this one too if you want to go check that out. Cartridge number is 1 out of 1. Next, I have the first one on American VHS, but I have this one on Alliance Atlantis Canadian tape. Rush Hour 2 with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, of course. Hilarious, better than the first, according to Bill Deal of ABC Radio. That's Rush Hour 2. I have Rush Hour 1 on VHS, but that's from New Line, and so it's obviously from the US. I think all of Alliance Atlantis tapes were in Canada. They did business in England as Momentum Pictures, however. And this is a 2001 tape. And it's got a Pizza Hut coupon in English and French. Here's the tape itself. It says Tucker version there. I don't know what difference there is between the Tucker version and the Chan version. Cartridge number 1 out of 49. Next tape is the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. Of all three Lord of the Rings movies on US DVD. This comes from the Ocean State Job Lot. And it's a tape from 2002. There it is. Cartridge number is 1,565 out of 1,579. It's got some coupons in here for the Sharp HD TV there. Sharp widescreen TV. Extended edition DVDs and VHS tapes, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Random Alliance Atlantis DVDs. Find the Ring guest book, courtesy of Something Called Dare. Go Away, Self-Drive New Zealand. tabletop games from Games Workshop. Noble Collection, swords, rings, axes, and other merchandise. Visual Companion, Lord of the Rings, the original books, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers video game, watches, what is it? Collector wall scrolls, and Burger King has the same thing in French. Let's put all this back in the case. Which I can do on camera because it's a bit hard to do that with one hand. Next tape is Virginia's Run, which is only $1.69 at some place, and it's won a Crystal Horror Award at the Heartland Film Festival. It's a Canadian film, released theatrically. Well, it was released theatrically in Canada, but I think this went right to video in the US, and US tape was on MGM. This, I think, was filmed in Nova Scotia. Tape from 2003. And cartridge number is 1 out of 4. One of the first two Alliance Atlantis tapes I ever got. The other one being Spin the Bottle, because love is a game, apparently. This is a film so obscure that to this day I have very little information about it. This is a 2002 tape. Cartridge number 1 out of 1. Over in the living room I have, on Alliance Atlantis, Quentin Tarantino presents Jet Li in Hero, a masterpiece according to Time magazine. It's got 5 stars from, 4 publications. I don't think, 3 of which did not really, I think, use star ratings on their reviews, and that's kind of sketchy. On the front, and this is a tape from 2004, Miramax film. Comes in original Chinese, says their original Chinese version with English subtitles, and the cartridge number is 6 out of 10. And the most recent Alliance Atlantis tape I got, it says 2005 on the back, but this actually came out in January 2006. It's the Spotlight series focus features tape of The Constant Gardener, with Ralph Fiennes and Rachel Weisz. So a bit of rattling inside there. It actually has a ad for Lexus at the beginning. There's a white label on there, interestingly enough. This comes from Jumbo Video in Hanover, Ontario. Which writes, viewing problems. If experiencing viewing problems, adjust the tracking or clean your VCR. If problems persist, please inform upon return. Please be kind, rewind, apparently. And the print date is December 14th, 2005, yeah. Now for my Alliance Atlantis DVDs. The unique thing about the Alliance Atlantis DVDs, since they're in Canada, if they have the French option, they'll just use the other side of it to print the French. They'll have double-sided artwork. So one side will be in English, the other side will be in French, and which is why I put most of these in transparent cases. Since they have French tracks, it does have French double-sided artwork. One of the Alliance DVDs I have first of them is Austin Powers and Goldmember. It's actually a 2010 printing, which means it's one of the last Alliance printings of a New Line title before the distribution of New Line films went to Warner. I'm sorry about that, but inside the case you have the original Alliance Atlantis disc, which is from 2002, I think. It doesn't say what year it is on the disc. And that's the, you got the French-Canadian cover in the background. It's the front cover of the French-Canadian disc. And I have After Alice with Kiefer Sutherland. There's a murder on his mind, apparently. Tape from 2000, disc from 2003. It's the disc itself, and has the French-Canadian artwork there. Next one is a widescreen DVD of Ella Enchanted with Anne Hathaway. It's the DVD from 2004. It's a Miramax film, and for some reason, this plays exactly like the US DVD. This has the, well, at the very least, has the same opening and closing. Oh, well, it has the same mastering and files as the US DVD. So don't ask me to do the opening for this one, because it's the same as the US disc. You got the French-Canadian artwork there. Everything on the disc is the exact same as the as on the American disc. Meaning there, and so what I mean is, well, if you popped it in, you'll know. And to boot, there is no Alliance Atlantis logo to be found anywhere on the disc. So that's a bit of a cheat. I don't know why Alliance couldn't master their own DVD of this movie. Next one is Milk with Sean Penn. A total triumph. 4 stars according to Peter Travers and Rolling Stone. Based on the true story. It's a release from 2009. As deleted scenes remembering Harvey, Hollywood comes to San Francisco and marching for equality there. This is a great film if you haven't seen it. Here's the disc itself, and if you take that out, you get the French-Canadian artwork there. Next one is Ghosts of Girlfriends Past with Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Garner. This is, I think, one of the last New Line films to be released through Alliance in Canada. It's from 2009. Here's the disc itself and the French-Canadian front cover. Then from the living room, I have Crossing Over with Harrison Ford, Ray Liotta, Jim Sturgis, and Ashley Judd. And apparently one of the TCM hosts believes it's an exceptional film. It's a film made by the Grade A Asshole Company. And it's from 2010. Sorry about that. There's the disc itself and the French-Canadian front cover. Next DVD, I showed the American DVD in my Universal home media collection. I'm going to show you the Canadian DVD I have of it now. Pirate Radio Pirate, it says there. One boat, 8 DJs, no morals. And as you can see, it has a completely different front cover from the US disc. And a completely different label, too. Like that. I don't think Alliance did any boring gray discs. Up. Here's the French-Canadian front cover there. Next one is Green Bird with Ben Stiller. Among the previews in the opening, there's actually an ad for Toyota on there. The Toyota Senna, I think it is. It's another 2010 Alliance DVD. With extras including behind-the-scenes look at Greenberg. Greenberg loves Los Angeles, and Noah Baumbach takes a novel approach. Here's this itself, and the French-Canadian artwork again. And it's property of zip.ca. Next one is The Kids Are All Right, with Annette Bening, Julianne Moore, and Mark Ruffalo. From Medium Unique, apparently. This is a disc from 2010 again. It was one of the best, and this interestingly enough comes in the. I put this one in a laminated case because it's an interesting action when it opens. Flips open and it stays open, and that's pretty nice effect there. There's the disc there, and the French-Canadian artwork again. Here are my last two Alliance branded DVDs. I have 44-inch chest, which surprisingly doesn't have French artwork on the back, which is on a bit of a surprise. Not really a pleasant one for me, but here it is. Here's a Crash. Which won 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. I was expecting the Maple Pictures DVD event when I ordered it, but I got this in the mail instead. It's from 2011. So from when Alliance was starting to distribute Lionsgate stuff, which they bought on Maple Pictures. It's got the eOne label on there. I linked this to my eOne collection proper, and I have a couple that were released on what was it? eOne proper. One of them is Band Slam. It's a release from it's a 2009 on the back, but I think this came out in 2010 or late 2009. You have some nice extras on there. It's a Summon Entertainment film, as is the next one, which is the only film I have in the Twilight saga, and I only got it because it's a Canadian copy. The Twilight Saga New Moon. '2010 release again. Here's the main disc. and the extras. What were the extras? Next, I have a Gaim DVD. Rodney Yee's Power Yoga Total Body. Rodney, strengthen, lengthen, and burn more calories. This I only got because it's a Canadian DVD, but yeah, unless you're really into losing into fitness, you probably yes, but unless you're well, you can find this really easy on YouTube, I think. There's a disc. And next we have Forsaken with Kiefer Sutherland and Donald Sutherland from 2016. One of my more recent DVDs. Also has a logo for the film Seville, which I think was the French arm of Entertainment One. The Quebec arm of Entertainment One, at least. Then right over here in the living room, I have 54 with Ryan Phillippe, Salma Hayek, Neve Campbell, and Mike Myers. This is an eOne reprint of a DVD originally released by Alliance, and then Alliance Atlantis in turn. It's a 2015 printing. It has the Alliance logo at the beginning, I think. As the Alliance artworks. Oh, well. It says Alliance, manufactured in Canada by Alliance Films, and this actually has the Alliance branding at the beginning. And it's the, well, it's mostly the master from the, like the original, I think, 2000s DVD, but with the newer Alliance logo plastering the older Alliance Atlantis one, but with all the rest of the contents being the same. Here's a British eOne DVD I have, Spotlight, which I did the opening to. The true story behind the scandal that shook the world. I really want to see this at some point. That was really interesting, and it won the Academy Award for Best Picture back in 2015. There's a look inside the state of journalism and uncovering the truth on there. Loads of 5-star reviews. There's the disc. An American eOne DVD, the only American one I have. Decoding Annie Parker, rather, with Samantha Morton and Helen Hunt. Also with Alicia Eve, Rashida Jones, Aaron Paul, Marley Shelton, and Corey Stoll. Don't think eOne has a home video unit anymore. At least not in North America, or Europe for that matter. I think all of eOne's DVDs are distributed by Universal these days via studio distribution services. Here's the disc itself. And here are my DVDs now on Kaboom Entertainment, which is a label that was distributed by eOne. Beginning with Treehouse Treasures, Franklin and Friends. This is a disc from, well, this was distributed by Finney Spore Films for them. This is a disc from 2014. Here's the disc itself. And it's got Franklin, and in French he's called Benjamin. I couldn't really figure out what that referred to, but then over the years, later on, it sort of occurred to me that it's actually yeah, get it, Benjamin Franklin. Anyway. Must be a nice little joke for us Americans to find out. The Canadians left us Americans to discover. Here's I Love Banu, a 2P Banu DVD. So this from 2013, and it's copyrighted to some company called Echo Media for no reason. For some reason, I have no idea. Oh, 2014, rather. I'm sorry about that. Here's the disc. And the French Canadian artwork there. Next one is 2 p.m. Banu's Dancing Play. (2016) release. Has an address for Port Washington, New York for some reason. But still a Canadian DVD because got the French Canadian artwork there. And there's the disc. Next is Mike the Knight EV Wizard in Training. Another eOne disc. eOne distributed Kaboom disc. This time with a Toronto address. I think Phase 4 had some ties with eOne, or at least bought out by eOne at some point. Because they're still says Phase 4 there, but it's got the eOne logo there. And it's got the French Canadian artwork there. This was a Nick Jr. show here in the States, in case you were curious. And finally, another 2P and Banu DVD. This is Rockin' 2P. This is a disc from 2015. This doesn't have French Canadian artwork on the other side, apparently. There's the disc there. And it's got an ad for sunwing.ca inside. So those are my Alliance Atlantis eOne VHS tapes and DVDs. I'll see you in the next video.